And welcome back. You are watching Morning Rush. This is our second hour entertainment, and we are reviewing a book this morning. And we have joining us in studio Pauline Naphaz Matyanda. I had to ask her how to say it because she's like, it's a mouthful, but it's quite easy. Miss Pauline, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Very exciting to have you. Now I'm holding here, this looks like a really powerful book. It's got a crown and everything. It says, fix your crown.
Yes.
What can you tell us? First of all, what can you tell us about yourself? Who is Pauline?
I go a number of years. A mother, a wife, a daughter, a sister. But I'm a life coach as well. I'm a pastor.
Wow.
I'm an accountant. And an author.
That's good. I was reading your bio, and it did say that you are an accountant, a chartered accountant. And I'm thinking, all the way from the numbers to the letters, I mean, what's the balance here, you know?
Yes, I think I've moved from the extreme right to the extreme left. Yes, I love accounting. But I find I can impact more lives with the other professions.
With the other professions, which is the reading and the life coaching.
Yes, and the
like
pastoring.
I do know that you have a women's group that you start, that you
Yes, Women Inspired Network.
Okay, what is that all about?
It's about life coaching, mentoring, girls.
Especially women?
Especially women and youths.
Okay.
Especially women and youths. So life coaching programs, mentoring programs, just empowering through the mind.
Through the mind,
yes.
Hey? Oh, okay, so it's basically just teaching them, but then they go out there and actually start implementing the stuff that you put in them. Well, look, as I did say, reading your cover, it says, fix your crown. As we see this book, it says, fix your crown. What is this about?
Fix Your Crown, the full title is Fix Your Crown, Overcoming Rejection, from Victim to Victor. So that's the full title. I believe that everyone has got a crown. God gave us all a crown. We were born for greatness. But because of what we've gone through in life, sometimes that crown is no longer in position.
Absolutely right.
So through this book, I'm just reminding people that you're born great. There are issues that could have taken place. But I hope this book can be a coaching tool to help people to fix back their crowns.
To fix their crowns. And I was reading from one of the comments that your sister wrote about you. She says, you know, I've read this book and it's real. Trust me, it's real, guys. Yeah. So this brings me to the question of your inspiration to write this book. Is this coming from personal experiences?
It is. I went through my own page. A lot of occurrences when I was growing up of my own personal rejection. And then by the time I was 24, I was a single mother of two. And it also came with its own rejection issues, self-rejection as well, not just being rejected by the outsiders, but also rejecting myself as it were. So I went through my own trauma. And I've drawn from those experiences. And I've also drawn from other people's testimonials. Wow. So that people that are going through hardships, failures, self-rejection, they can also have role models, as it were, that they can look up to and be inspired and have the tools as well to be able to work on issues.
Okay, so one of the questions that always arises is, you know, coming to realizing your rejection and things like that and getting to a place of healing. I think a lot of people always say, oh, you have to probably be a Christian. I mean, as you're a pastor, it is easier for the Christians to get there and things like that. Is this a true statement?
Not necessarily. There are a lot of Christians that are still battling with these issues.
Okay.
So it's about taking personal
time.
Yes, personal ownership of your issues, staring your issues in the face and being honest with yourself and seeking the help that you need. So you can be a Christian and still battle those issues, and you can be non-Christian and look squarely at your issues and work on them.
And work on them.
Yes.
That's the difficult part, to really work on something and come to that. It's like, you know, when you're speaking about alcoholics, you have to admit your problem first before you can get help.
That's very true.
Yeah.
That's very true. Because sometimes we play the blame game.
Yes.
And sometimes we throw the pity parties.
Yes. And that was my next question, you know, that pity party, feeling sorry for yourself. I mean, even in your book, do you tackle this topic of feeling sorry, playing victim all the time? How do you tackle that?
Yes, I do. I do tackle that issue. I'm saying, yes, others may have faulted you.
Yes.
But what role did you play in your own issues? Sometimes we're the enabler. We can say this guy let me down, but sometimes they're red flags,
Yes.
and we see them and we ignore them.
Yes.
And sometimes we think, maybe I can change him, maybe I can change her. So sometimes we're the enabler in our own issues. So we need to be honest with ourselves and say, fine, this one did this against me, but what role did I also play in my own, in my own downfall?
So I understand that when we were discussing earlier that, you know, this was a journey, your own personal journey,
Yes.
you becoming a single mom at 24. Now, the target market for reading this book, is it for single moms, or is it you can get rejection at work or whichever? Who are you targeting?
Rejection is very broad.
Okay.
Rejection is very broad. That's why I've used other people's testimonials as well.
Right.
They were not necessarily single moms, but they also went through their own rejection.
Okay.
So rejection can touch anybody.
Many aspects.
You may have been rejected by an authority figure.
Yes.
So it can come from different angles. But I've just used my own issue so that people can get pointers from it. From the people that have read the book, I thought it would target women only, but I was surprised the number of men
targeting men as well. Because men do have feelings too.
Yes, the number of men that are reading it and saying, why do you want to exclude us? We are also facing these issues.
Yeah.
We've also faced our own failures. We also have our issues to work on. So now it's just across the board. It's not just single mothers. It's not just women. It's everyone who wants to work on their issues.
Yeah, and that's very important. So when you are writing, I mean, the layout. I mean, looking at the layout of your book, are you telling a story first? Is it what would you describe? So what's your genre, if I can say, in writing?
In writing, I started with giving my own testimony, and I only went so far.
Okay.
Just to whet the appetite.
Yes.
And just to connect with the readers so that they can understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
And then I went on dealing with accepting yourself.
Yes.
And accepting your past.
That's
so
good.
I worked on that. And then I built it up.
And then it becomes a story of your testimony.
Yes.
We overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our
testimonies as well.
That's very good.
Yes.
Pastor Pauline, what can we expect from you? Is this your first book?
This is my first book, but I'm already working on the other two.
The other two. Other two books are coming, guys. Well, you know, we have run out of time right now, but everybody, this is the book Fix Your Crown, a really great read. Where can we get this book real quick?
You can get it on Amazon. You can get it on my website for Women Inspired Network, which is win.org.zw. And you can also get it from Lifestyle Bookshop at Eastgate.
Okay. Yes. Well, there you have it, everybody. Please do enjoy the read.